Thank you very much. Well, hopefully in the next 7 minutes, I'll give you a brief understanding of what miiCard's all about. miiCard stands for My Internet Identity, and it's a federated online identity service that tries to validate you are who you say you are. It doesn't focus on validating information about you. That's what credit reference agencies do. But it does focus on that you are that person. It's a digital passport, so it's something you create and set up once, and it's there for you every time you go and travel the internet. It's not a visa. You don't take it out every time you go to a new country. It's something that you do once. If you think about the trust that a passport and a driver's license have within it, that's similar to this level of trust, or what we call level of assurance, that we're trying to create in miiCard. And with this level of trust, we believe very strongly that we can change the way financial products are sold online. More than ever, trust is becoming an issue. We've seen a few examples today around trust and security. As the internet continues to develop, as that digital economy continues to develop, there's more and more issues. In financial services, we see some great stats around the dropout rates associated with selling financial products online. In the UK, it's 70 to 90% of financial products that are sold online drop away as soon as an offline process is introduced. And that's pretty incredible, considering that those are people that have already made the buying decision to go take out that current account or ISA and investment, but don't continue because the process goes offline. And that's what we're trying to achieve here in miiCard, trying to achieve a purely online, real-time environment. The best way to get an understanding of that, the reason why we're here, is to do a quick demo. So I'm going to take you through National Bank. It's a fictitious bank selling all of their products online. And you notice from the top bar, it's not just the simple financial products like credit cards and savings accounts, which are fairly low risk. Many of those sold almost or completely online today. But also the higher risk and even regulated financial products. Loans, mortgages, where there's a high risk. Investments, where they're regulated. And from a know your customer and an anti-money laundering perspective, you have to go through certain checks. You have to be sure, again, that the person you're dealing with is who they say they are. And if we go through here, we'll just show you the user experience. I think this is the best way to understand miiCard or any real proposition. We have a current account application form, whatever content is normally there. And on the side, we've got the option for a consumer to use their miiCard. If they don't have a miiCard, just like signing up to a Google account, it takes 5 minutes to do so. We'll pretend for an instance that we're already a miiCard user, and we have that, and we'll come back to creating an account later. We get a co-branded authentication page. So we'll just pretend we're very creatively John Doe. Got to think of a new name sooner or later for that. We use strong authentication. So part of, again, a lot of what we heard today is about maintaining that security, because we're using invoking a consumer's identity here for confirmation. We want to make sure that they are who they say they are, again, and they belong to that identity. So we use one-time passwords over SMS. I wasn't allowed to bring my phone up here, so I'm just going to put in a little cheat code. And verify. miiCard's a very user-centric service, so we're trying to put the consumer in control of their identity as much as possible. We want them to confirm that they're happy with the information that's held on them to be shared with the vendor. So we ask them to confirm the submit. We get the application form pre-filled with all the validated miiCard information, and that's flagged. Those fields are marked as read-only. And the consumer, all they have to do is click Continue, fill out a few more fields, submit the application, and congratulations. The vendor at that point can make the decision whether to issue or not issue that product to the consumer to complete that transaction. No other process, no other offline process is involved in this transaction, including wet signatures, which we can accomplish purely online and again in real time. So how do you get I guess the next big question is where the magic is. How do you set up a miiCard? If we log in to John Doe's account here, we'll get the miiCard page. The top section is just your basic identity. The way miiCard works is you sign up, you get your basic identity, and then you add levels of verification on top of it. The more validation you add, the more you can do with that identity. We've partnered with Yodlee to provide initially the links for validation. Adding those is easy as adding any online banking details. If we just go through here, I'll just type in some random information, and click validate. Right? So this is mocked up here so that we can see it being added. At that point, we go and we link those online financial accounts to this identity, and we revalidate that every night. That's the cornerstone of the miiCard identity. Again, the more validation you add, the more you can do with it. It's all dependent upon what the vendor requires to sell that product. So that's pretty much it for the demo. It's, as I said, a user-centric service. We're trying to address, in financial services particularly, although miiCard does apply to the internet world in general, where you need to trust people, whether it's a dating site or social networking on Facebook. We need to establish trust between people, and especially between vendors and consumers. As I said, in financial services, there's that 70 to 90% dropout rate, which is the first pain we're trying to address. But there's also two others in financial services. There's the cost of execution. So to complete that current account sign-up process, in the UK, it would cost an institution 50 to 80 pounds to process that application traditionally. If we're providing this online, we're taking that cost away. The third one we've talked again a lot about today is the fraud. KPMG released their numbers the other day, 3.6 billion in UK financial fraud, I think was the number. Again, a huge amount of issue there with not being able to trust people online. And I think if at miiCard we can provide a solution to at least one of those market pains, we have the opportunity to change the way these financial products are sold online. We can provide a solution to all three market pains. And again, with a bit of help from Yardley, we can establish miiCard as a standard for those digital passports and for getting on and just doing what we need to do online, which is sell more financial products and do more transactions. So thank you very much.